In this video, we are going to build a beautiful to-do list app using JavaScript and jQuery. Now let's start. Create a new folder and name it as to-do list, and inside this folder create these three files. One is index.html, second is script.js, and third one is style.css. Open this page inside a browser. We have nothing to see. Let's start working on it. Let's start with basic boilerplate. Change the title to do list app and link the style sheet style.css, and we need jQuery CDN. So search for jQuery CDN. Open this page by W3C School and copy this link and paste it here and add custom script file. This script file source is script.js. We need one more attribute for this script tag, that is defer. It will wait for the page to load before running this script. Now let's create some basic skeleton of our app. Create a div with an ID container, and inside this div put an UL element having an li to do item and make it more. Reload the page and we need one more input element as input type equal text and reload. Let me zoom this. When someone type here and hit enter key, then the text inside this should be added here as a to-do list item. So let's start designing this. Give here an h1 tag to do list. Reload. Now start designing this. Open the style and select body. Font family is Montserrat. There we go. H1 font weight should be normal, that is 400. And font size should be 26px. Okay. And the container element, select the container. Container width should be 360px, and background, we don't need background color, we need a shadow. So you can grab different type of shadow from here. Get CSS scan / CSS dash box dash shadow example. I am using this. Click on it, it will copy the CSS and just paste it here. Now reload this page. Here we go. We have a beautiful box shadow. change the width to 320 px. Now it looks better. One more thing, we want this box to be here between in the middle of the page. So give a position of absolute top 50%, left 50%, and translate minus 50%, minus 50%. What this will code do? This will bring this div element inside the middle of the page. In the middle of the page. Here we go. Now we don't want this dot to be visible. So select the UL list style none. Reload and here we go. And padding should be 0. Here we go. And we want a minor padding to this and this. H1 padding top and bottom 0, left and right 20 px. And same top and bottom 0, left and right should be 20 px. So that it must align properly. Or give a padding top and bottom of, we don't need to give a padding top and bottom. Now select UL, select Li and give a height for each Li of 40 px. Each Li has a height of 40 px and give a line height of 40 px. Now select this input, or we can specify which input. So select input type equal text, where width equal 100% and box sizing equal border box. Padding 20 px or do it 15 px, and this outline should be removed. First, give a font size of 26 px or do it 22 px, and this padding should be 10. Top and bottom 10 and left and right 20 px. When someone, this focus outline should be removed. Input focus outline none. Now this blue outline is not visible. Now we need to specify a background color for body. So I am using this background color from gradient css gradient.io. Copy this background color and add it to the body. Now reload. Beautiful. Now the font size is, we want a background color for this H1. Give a background color to H1, RGBA 0.7, and margin of 0, and the heading should be top and bottom 10 px and left and right 20 px, and back and color should be white, and text transform should be uppercase text. I want to add this dash between to and to-do list. One more thing I want is to remove this border. Now remove the border from input, border, none. Now it's look amazing. What I want, this UL element should have a specific height, and when, let me show you, select the UL element and give it a height of 100 px. Okay, these elements should the overflow should be scrollable. Give a overflow dash y scroll. We have this beautiful scroll bar here. Now we need to design this scroll bar. So go to this page, ishadid.com. He has a beautiful article, and select from here scroll bar width thin. Reload the page. Okay, the scroll bar width is thin, and scroll bar color, reload the page, and here we go, beautiful scroll bar color. But I don't want, I want it to be as transparent. The color should be RGBA 0.1, and the another color is RGBA 0.7. Something is tedious. 0.7. Or make it second color as red. Okay, we need to change the first color. RGBA 0.7. Here we go. This beautiful scroll bar. The height is very low, so increase the height to 300 px. There we go. It's now beautiful. As we add more items, this scroll bar should be increased. or we can give a scroll bar. Okay, we don't give a scroll bar. We can't give a height to scroll bar. Let me check scroll bar dash height 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 20 px and reload page. We can't give scroll bar a height. Uh, Add some more element so that we can see our app properly. Here we go. Now what I want, when someone hover over this li element, when someone hover over this li element, they, the color, the li, the color of the text inside li element should be white. So select li hover color white. Okay. When hover, when someone hover, it changes color to white, but white doesn't look good. So make it something tomato. Okay, when someone hover, the color should be also, it doesn't look good. Or we can add a bit li border 1px solid RGBA 000 0.7. On hover, it should add a border of this border. Or we can make it white as 255 255 255 0.7. Okay, it looks something good. Or give it a 0.1. 1. Now it looks great, but we need some padding inside this or margin in inside the element. Give a margin right 10 px. It doesn't work. We need to add padding right. What we are missing? We are missing something here. What is this? Okay, remove this margin and border on hover. Now we need one thing. When someone hover, there should be a button visible. So add this button to all elements. The button should be span element and has an X. This X, we are going to design this X now so that we can delete element. This X, select the span, give it a height of 40 px. Background color is red. line height should be 40 px. Text align center. Text align center. Your border 1 px solid, just to debug what's going on behind the scene. Line height 40 px, height the span height is 40 px, background color is red, line height is 40 px, text align center. And this li element, there is a minor, let me check. Height is 40 px, line height is 40 px, vertical align middle, the span height should select the span element and check. Span height is 19 px. Why it is 19 px only? Make it as important. It doesn't giving a height to span. So the problem why it is not taking a height is that span element is inline. The display for span element is inline. So change the display to inline block. Now it is 40 px. Here we go. Now it is 40 px. And give a width of 40 px, a height of 40 px and a width of 40 px, and a margin right of 10 px. So there should be a gap here. But what we want this X element should be hidden, and when someone hovers over the li, the X element for the current hoverable li should be visible. So give this span a width of 0, and overflow should be hidden. As soon as we make overflow hidden, it pushes the text to something to bottom. Give it a vertical align. Give it the property vertical align middle. Now we are done. Now select this spell. When someone hover this li, we should select this span. So how can we select this? li hover select span. Span width should be 40 px. When someone hover over this align, the align the span element width should be 40 px. Here we go. I hover on this span. The height of this span. I hover this align. The height of this span is now 40 px. So it is being visible. Remove this border from align. And now when someone click on this X span element, this item should be removed from our list. Now all is remain there, the only the JavaScript part. So let's go to console and let's open our JavaScript file. Alert connected. Here we go. Now when someone click on this X element, this item should be removed from the list. So select the element with jQuery, as we are going to select the UL element on click, which inside the UL element, the when someone click span element, this should be read as select UL element, and when someone inside on this UL element, someone click on this span element, we are going to call a function. This function should remove $, select this, and it this here refer this span element, but we want the parent element. The parent element is this li, this complete li. So call the parent function parent, and make it fade out. But the problem with fade out is that fade out doesn't remove it, only hide the element. So again we need to call a function, and now this here denote this parent element and make it and remove it. Now reload. Now as soon as I click here, this element is faded out and then removed from the list. You can see our app is now this is removing element from the list. Now one thing is remain, when someone type something here and hit enter button, we should grab the value and add this to the list. So how can we select dollar and select input dot on key press, and we are going to watch which key is pressed. So call a function event, and how we can check the key press event, we can use which keyword, e dot which, it will give the code or the keyword which is pressed. So console.log, I will show you how this will work. Console.log e dot which, here type enter one for select this element and enter, we get 13. The code for enter key is 13. For A it is 97. For E it is 101. For F it is 102. So when the key is 13, if E dot reach W at E E dot reach equal 13, we are going to grab the value. Let in let value or name it as to do item equal input dot value. Input dot value, and insert this to the li. Insert this to ul. Select the ul and prepend. We are going to prepend, not append. Prepend will add this element to the top of the list, not the bottom. Prepend, what we are going to prepend is this element. Copy this and paste it here inside the backticks. So we can change the text inside this as the text inside this is to do item. But this will only happen when someone hit the enter key. Now let's test our list. Reload the page and let me remove this all the element. All the hard coded element and reload the page. Now go to school, hit enter key. Value is not a function. It is showing type error that value is not a function, and the line for it is 9. Well, sorry, it is only wall like this. Now reload and hit enter. Now here we go. It is added, and it is not empty. We need to empty this input, so we can make it empty as to. We can select this, copy and make a value of empty string. Now hit enter. This input text is now empty. Again sweep the dog, do homework, repair watch, and remove. When this is completed, we can remove this. Add more. Go to gym or etc. Everything added to the top of the list, and when the list grows, we see this hover button. That's it. We made a beautiful to-do list. Remove, remove, remove. Let me tell you one thing. We use this method we select UL so that when the future element is added, we need this remove this event to be added with the element. So the way we add the, the event to the future element is like this. We select the parent element, we select the event, and inside the parent element, which element is clicked or which element we bind the event to that element. Build your project and have fun. Thank you and goodbye.